Today is the 22nd day of the 12th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, January 24, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 현진 참부모님께 경배, 바로 let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상천국과 천상천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
To lead us the opening prayer, may I call Ati Sylvia de Pera.
Good morning to our loving Heavenly Parents and Church parents and everyone. Please join me in prayer. Good morning to you, our most loving Heavenly Parents and Church parents, our parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Foremost Heavenly Parents, together with our leaders and Chunpa families and all St. Albans families and world brothers and sisters here in Zoom, we would like to express to you our sincerest gratitude, Heavenly Parents, for this beautiful life, for another day and opportunity, Heavenly Parents, given to us to be able to participate, Heavenly Parents, in this great era of restoration, Heavenly Parents, wherein we are breathing with the same air our true parents had been breathing. We are truly fortunate, Heavenly Parents, to become bare with, because despite all our inadequacies, you have given us this great chance, Heavenly Parents. So may it be that you can really be with all of us amidst our hearts, Heavenly Parents, so that we can prepare ourselves and continuously harness our relationship, Heavenly Parents. And how can we be able to reconnect back to your bosom? And we are very grateful to our true parents, and very much indebted because of the principle Heavenly Parents that they had taught to us. Without understanding and learning and applying this principle in our daily lives, everything would not be really reconnected back to you. So, together with our leaders, Heavenly Parents, now we would like to once again receive your great guidance through your instrument, Heavenly Parents, which is our national leader, Heavenly Parents, as our parent of the whole nation. Kindly use him as your true working instrument, Heavenly Parents, to convey to us your great message for the day that would really become also a source of our strength and determination, and how can we be able to contribute greatly, Heavenly Parents, in the establishment of your holy community. We pray for our true mothers, good health and long life, and um, you can always grant her a guidance, Heavenly Parents, because she is really, really old, and yet she is still on the front line, Heavenly Parents. So I essentially would like to implore for your divine intervention, Heavenly Parents, because she had promised and wanted to accomplish the establishment of the Chunilguk, Heavenly Parents. Please use us all as well to become an instrument to contribute, Heavenly Parents, what our true parents desire to be realized. Thank you once again for all the blessings and guidance. We had been experiencing tremendous and unconditional blessing, Heavenly Parents, and Heavenly Fortune every day. So we would like to humbly return this to you, Heavenly Parents, with gratitude and also with humility. I would like to humbly commend everything back to you. Kindly accept our condition and the efforts of our brothers and sisters, and our aspirations, Heavenly Parents. May we can really create a strong unity, Heavenly Parents, wherein no iota of any invasion of Satan could really get through, so that we can really be able to victoriously give you delight and happiness. Thank you once again for everything. We would like to humbly offer and report this on behalf of all our leaders, Heavenly Parents, the Tumbu families, all Central West families, and second generation, and on behalf of brothers and sisters. In my name shall be Deborah Central West family. Aju.
Jew. Let us have our unison prayer. Aju, Aju, Aju. Now let us have our morning greetings to Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents, to our beloved national leader, Sir Leo Angelo Halog, to all blessed Central families, Chonbo families, leaders, brothers and sisters. Good morning to all, and welcome to our national morning devotion. I hope you have a good sleep, and I hope we can start a new day. This morning devotion is hosted by Region 10, and my name is Charmaine Mayo, and I am your host for this morning devotion. So let us now listen to the Hondoke reading, which will be led by Ate Erika May Cañete.
So, good morning, brothers and sisters, leaders, plus families, elders. So, our reading for today is taken from the book of Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hak Jahan Moon. Chapter 6, Creating the Road to One World, continuation. So, we sometimes hear about Korean celebrities or high ranking officials whose sons evade the requirement to join the military. That is not the case with multicultural families. In fact, some predict that by 2025, South Korea will have a multicultural army. Children of international and multicultural families often have dual citizenships, and they can opt out of Korean military service by choosing their alternative nationality. Notably, more than 4,000 sons of couples who receive an international marriage blessing have fulfilled their national military service in Korea with honor. This is something they can be proud of. Melting Korean prejudice against multicultural families will take time, so we must work hard to see the day that the term multicultural family disappears. Discrimination is implicit in that term. A family is a family, no modifier is needed to describe it. Multicultural should not be used to label a married couple in which the man and woman are of different nationalities. This is not in line with a universal understanding of humankind nor with God's will. For more than 30 years, Father Moon and I have been promoting harmony between nationalities, races, and religions through the marriage blessing. Through Korean-Japanese marriage blessings, we have broken down the barriers between these two nations and their peoples. We have done the same between Germany and France, and many other people of former enemy nations. The brides and grooms who have received the marriage blessing are living based on the Word of God and creating beautiful families all over the world. We do not call them multicultural families. They are simply blessed families. It seems ironic, but the ultimate goal of religion is to create a world where there are no religion, in the sense of religion being a repair shop. When all human beings became good people, there will naturally no longer be a need to repair our relationship with God. In the same way, when we became one family under God, and a world of true equality and peace appears, the term multicultural family will disappear. The very foundation of that peaceful world are true families and true love. As we have seen, the road to one world has many dimensions. It is a literal road bonding nations together. It is an embrace of enemies who become brothers. It is turning a war zone into a peace garden, and it is the uniting of men and women of diverse races into literal marriages that create the world as one family under our Heavenly Parent. As the Mother of Peace, I am calling the world's near 8 billion people to in this road, travel this road together with me. Chapter 7, Today's Growing Pains Bring Tomorrow's Sunshine. Dedicate your youth to exciting goals. Each new generation endures heartache. Sometimes, young people compare themselves to others and lament their status. A desire to give up may pop into their heads, and rather than looking within, they may feel like blaming others or the world they live in. The more difficult our situation, however, the more we have to remember our original dream. Especially in our younger years, we face countless temptations, endless concerns, and abundant desires. The only way to manage this is to have a strong will, and this means having clearly defined objectives. The years of our youth are the best time to dedicate ourselves to exciting goals that make our hearts beat faster. Since our youth is brief, it is important to do this without delay. We don't want to be left in regret. We need to set go good we need to set good goals and know how to partner with to achieve them. If we do not live vigorously and create our own path, we will end up sinking into despair and envy. Some young people complain that adults tell them to work harder without giving them credit for the effort they are living already making. They are already making. Some become pessimistic, feeling that no matter how hard they try, they can't get ahead and that society is at fault. But they need to take an honest look at how much effort they have actually made. Complaint and distrust with will not get us far. Young people need to follow a virtuous path of sacrifice, serving and love, serving and love. Youth by Samuel Ullman is one of my favorite poems. I like the passage, youth is not a time of life, it is a state of mind. With a purpose driven heart, anyone, regardless of age, can live a fresh life with youthful passion. In August 1987, Eugene Moon, our eldest son, was president of the World Collegiate Association for the Research of Principle, WCARP. In existence since 1966, CARP is a campus organization that promotes principles and raises leaders. In that time of ideological confusion on college campuses, Eugene convened the Fourth World CARP Assembly in West Berlin, Germany in the midst of thousands of pro-communist agitators who were holding demonstrations near the wall. These agitators knew that CARP was opposed to communism and that 3,000 young people were attending its annual convention in the city. Groups of them protested and created disturbances outside the convention venue. Aju.
Adieu. Thank you so much, Ati Erica, for the heartfelt reading. They say gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. Let us welcome Kuya Leomar Cañete as he will share his 10 points of gratitude.
All right, thank you so much, Ate Charmaine. Good morning to all elders, leaders, brothers, and sisters. So I'd like to show and express also my 10 points and gratitude. First, I am grateful and thankful for my spiritual parent, my brother, which is Kuya Edmond, who introduced me to true parents and brought me here to Unification Family. And I was able to finish my studies and discover my mission. The second is I am grateful to all my leaders, brothers, and sisters who have assisted me in overcoming the challenges of life. Third, I am eternally grateful to those elders and leaders for always encouraging me, motivating me, and deepening my relationship with true parents. Fourth, I am grateful and thankful to Heavenly Parents and true parents for the gift of life. And fifth, I am grateful and thankful to all the elders and leaders, brothers and sisters who never give up merely to save the people. Sixth, I am grateful and thankful to the folks in my life who have always treated me as if I were a member of their family. Next, In certain ways, I am grateful and thankful to heavenly parents and true parents, and also to absolute forefathers, where I believe that they are always by my side and guiding me. Next is, from the beginning to the present, I am grateful and thankful to everyone who has worked behind my back. And ninth, I am grateful and thankful to my physical parent who has done a wonderful job of parenting me in a positive manner. And lastly, 10, for my everyday ambience, for the food that I eat, and the air that I breathe, and the water that I drink, I am grateful and thankful to the nature. That's all. Thank you so much, and stay safe.
Thank you so much for your Leomar, for your heartfelt sharing. Thank you so much. Let us now lend our ears and eyes as we will watch and listen to the offering song, which will be performed by Ate Naomi Olohor.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause true parents without you, oh, the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough. Never, 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 never for me, never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands get all the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
Wow. Wow. Really amazing. That was Never Enough from Ate Naomi Olohoy. Thank you so much for an inspiring song. Let us give her a round of applause. Yes. Thank you so much, Ate Naomi. Anyway, now is the time to prepare our hearts and minds as we will receive internal guidance from the representative of true parents. Let us welcome our hardworking national leader, Dr. Leo Angelo Halog. Let us give him a round of applause, a virtual applause.
Thank you very much, our Sister Charmaine. First, I would like to offer my greetings to our beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents. Good morning, good parents and true parents. To all our beloved leaders who are joining us, all Chonbo families, our beloved Chonbo challengers and brothers and sisters. Good morning po sa inyong lahat. Welcome once again to our morning devotion. Gandang umaga po. Ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome our brothers and sisters and thus families from Japan and also from other nations who are joining us. Today is our 36th day of National Morning Devotion, so soon we'll be completing the 7th National 40-day rendition. Yeah, so yesterday we are really grateful to join together during the Anchil service. So many brothers and sisters all over the nation, because yesterday was Sunday, so I'm really happy. More than 300 in Zoom yesterday who have joined, and also we watched the news also worldwide. As you know, this time we are preparing for the World Summit through Mother, especially is really preparing for the World Summit that will be happening on February 11 to 13. As you know, also in the Philippines, we are inviting some very prominent personalities in the Philippines. So let's pray for them to be able to join and participate with all other heads of states that will be joining in Korea. Yeah, so truly, despite the challenges of COVID-19, our beloved true Mother, really, Mother said we have to carry it out, we have to push through despite this a lot of challenges. Really, true Mother is really opening the way and really continuously making miracles. So let's just really do our best. Also, I'm really uniting with our beloved true Mother and continue to pray for all our activities, for everyone, brothers and sisters, especially also to be safe and protected all the time. I would like to continue with my sharing from Chambu Mugyong. Yeah, so for 2 days, I was sharing about this family life. So today we're going to continue in this topic. So let us study together. True Father said, this is a cosmic event and the object of cosmic love. The birth of sons and daughters enables a couple that has become one to stand in the place of God in profoundly experiencing the realm of the heart of recreation. While the parents hug each other, they gaze at their newborn son or daughter. This is a cosmic event and the object of cosmic love. When a blessed husband and wife give birth to a child, they deeply experience through their child the very same heart that God experiences. They feel just the same way when they hold or nurse the baby. This is one way that you are the partners of God's true love. So Father is explaining today that really having a child, this is a cosmic, sabi ni Father, cosmic event and the object of cosmic love. So, you know, when we become parents, really, we get married purposely to multiply, right? This is now the time when you get married. So everyone, you know, what is the most awaited moment is to have our child and then to hold our child on our hands, right? So Father is saying that really the birth of sons and daughters enables a couple that has become one to stand in the place of God in profoundly experiencing the realm of the heart of recreation. So Father said, when a blessed husband and wife give birth to a child, they deeply experience through their child the very same heart that God experiences. So when we really become parents, that's the time that we can truly understand God's heart. That's why without becoming parents, right, we can never understand Heavenly Parents' heart. That's why through this course that we are going through, this is really the time that we can, really resemble our Heavenly Parent, and really we can feel and really experience the depth of the heart of our Heavenly Parent. So Father is saying that this is not just, the physical world, in the spiritual world, this is actually cosmic event, Father is saying, and the object of cosmic love. So how really important it is, right? So nowadays many people doesn't want to have children in Japan, in America. How much declining the birth rate in Japan, in America, in Korea, in developed nations. They don't want to have children. So meaning people who doesn't want to have children, they can never understand Heavenly Parents' heart. They cannot really understand and really know our Heavenly Parents' heart, right? That's why really we have to long of having children. When we join our movement, we are young, we started to learn the principle, and then most of us, we joined, we wanted to really, build good families. Most of us came from, not really good families. So when we join our movement, so we are dreaming. So in that dream, we are longing to have, wonderful children, and we could raise them up that really can make them or can make Heavenly Parent proud, through our children. So it is really important, right? So by having sons and daughters, Father said, then we can deeply experience the heart of our Heavenly Parent. And then this is also the time that we can truly stand in the place of God, right? And really, that this is the time that we can say that, we are like Heavenly Parent. We can recreate, right? Sometimes we are, how can, really, Heavenly Parent have created everything. So when man and woman become parent, that is the time that they can, really say, and because of their experience, by having, recreating through having sons and daughters. Aju, that's why really, how can we let people know how good to become a parent, right? How good to have sons and daughters, so that, all people can be encouraged. And then we can solve all these problems of birth rate, especially in advanced nations, because they don't know the beauty and then the happiness of having children, right? But if only they know, then all people will going to desire to have children. And then they can be able to feel and experience the heart of Heavenly Parent. Aju? True Father said, when you truly become good parents, you too can be just like Mother and I. You are told to go such and such a way. And if you take that way, becoming truly good parents, you too can be just like Mother and I. If children are brought up in this manner, when they get married, everything shall be brought to perfection. That's why, I am reminded again what is really the purpose of education. All educational institutions, all the education that being given to children should be geared towards raising them up, nurturing them to become good parents. Ito dapat ang purpose ng education natin, right? So this should be the focus and the center. Becoming good parents, if from young age, or when they, children are educated based on this, path and like curriculum, then, as they move towards, the higher level of education, they are thinking of really becoming good parents. The more, before they graduate college, the more it is, completely, settled in their heart. The education of becoming good father and becoming good mother. Can you imagine if the path of education is geared towards becoming good parents? Who else in the world doesn't want to, get married and, become good parents? But what happens in our society now? The competition is of becoming, the best in, such fields. This is the ones that is emphasized, right? That's why we have to make some adjustment. That's why we need to have also some, we really need to strengthen our relationship with the government, especially also with the Department of Education, with the CHED, right? These departments who are in the education side, right? So that all these teachings of true parents can be part of the education system, and then all the children can be educated from young age, right? And then this is really the ultimate way to transform our nation, transform the world through really education. Really, education is very, very important. Tradition and education. As your father said, if children are brought up in this manner, when they get married, everything shall be brought to perfection. When they get married, then their relationship will be well, will work well, right? When the father and the mother, or the man and woman, were educated very well. So really our goal is ultimately to become like our true parents, become like true father and become like true mother. Sabi ni Father dito. So when we become really good parents to our children, then that's the time we can really resemble true parents. Aju, this is all our goal. Even our young brothers and sisters who are not married yet, right? How can we resemble true parents? How can I become like true father? How can my wife become like true mother? We need to help each other. We need to help each other. No one will, of course, we have gone through a lot of, training and a lot of, experiences before joining the matching and before getting blessed. But ultimately, your spouse, that's why Father said, without your spouse, you cannot perfect yourself. If you will not get married, you will never perfect yourself. So the only way is when we get married. Our spouse will be the ones that will going to help us perfect ourselves, perfect our character. Aju? So if we could really raise up our children very well, from, young age, and then they can, marry, and then, work hard to become good parents, right? Perfect each other, and then we will become like our beloved true parents, become like true father and true mother. Aju, this is all our ultimate goal, to become true parents ourselves. Aju, in our families, and especially in our tribe, expanding more our hearts and really care more for more people. Aju, true father said, after you joined, a record will be kept of what you do. After you enter the Unification Church, a record will be kept of what you do. How did you live as a blessed family? What percentage of True Father's words did you practice? For how many hours did you engage in activities? This will be recorded. The card shows what and how long you invested, or with what kind of grace your couple lived in the Unification Church. In this way, it becomes a basis for evaluation. Nothing that takes place lacks meaning, so it is inexcusable to take it easy. So, really, Father is really reminding us as the central families, right? Not only that, that there are records in the spiritual world, but really as the central families. We remember for a few days that we are studying and learning to Father's words. To Father emphasized, becoming blessed families. We are not families who receive the blessing only for our own selves. That's why Father is saying dito, how did you live as a blessed family? What percentage of True Father's words did you practice? For how many hours did you engage in activities? This all will be recorded. So, we can, really reflect. Even I myself, still, a lot of things I need to work hard more. I need to work harder more, in my everyday life as a blessed family, right? And then how much already, how percentage we are practicing Father's words? Still, we are, very far from, practice. That's why we have to really work harder. And then how many hours did we engage in activities? Father is asking us. So this is very important points as the central family, right? We joined this movement not just to, have a good life and live comfortable life, right? But we joined in this movement to be able to sacrifice together with true parents and really build the original ideal that God is really longing for from the very beginning, right? That's why we are here. So really meaning our coming here is not for comfort, not for just seeking, building our own comfortable, family, but to be able to sacrifice more, Aju, and really live for others. That's why today True Father is reminding us. And then all these things that we are doing in our life are all recorded, Father is saying. So the card shows what and how long you invested, or with what kind of grace your couple lived in the Unification Church. In this way, it becomes a basis for evaluation. So when we go to the spiritual world, already Father told us that we are going to watch like a videotape of our life. You know how much grace we have received from true parents. You know, despite becoming blessed family, because true parents knows it's not easy. Still, as blessed family, still we commit sin. That's why how many forgiveness already we have received. And then becoming Chonbo again, we again receive forgiveness. And then Father told us that this forgiveness will erase all the records of our past life. And then from the moment, you know, after you receive the grace, the record of your life will again begin from there. Can you imagine this tremendous and unimaginable grace that we have received from true parents? You know, in 2013, during the Foundation Day, true parents gave us, forgiveness, the time. So all the things that we have committed before 2013 were all erased in our record. So we started again from there, and then in 2016 again, and then again this year. So how much truly, you know, true parents have investing everything for us, their children. Aju, that's why as we are receiving continuous grace from true parents, also we have to continuously, you know, be aware and reflect with our lives as the central families. Aju, how much we are really, you know, practicing and really engaging. This is really most important thing. How can we really, how are we contributing in this work of true parents with all the love and grace that we have received? So as blessed central families, this is our responsibility. Aju, Aju. So let's really continue to really do our best and really become the extension of true parents to be able to really share Heavenly Parents' love and blessing to all people. Aju. Father said that this is not only in the physical world, but also in the spiritual world. This is so not only in the physical world, but also in the spiritual world. There is a name list in the spiritual world of all blessed families of the Unification Church. If we input a name, that record comes up. If the record as it was written down on earth is different from what is recorded in spirit world, it is a serious problem. Lying is inexcusable. Life on earth is important. So I tell you, do not live a life of accruing debts. Rather, live a life of clearing up debts. It is not good to incur debts. So while we are alive on earth, really how important this, you know, a short life. We don't know when we are going to the spiritual world, right? So sabi ni Father dito, if the record as it was written down on earth is different from what is recorded in spirit world, it is a serious problem. So that's why Father told us to really live a life of hainon. Ibig sabihin, like transparent. You know, when you are on earth and then go to the spiritual world, it is the same. There's no difference, right? This is what Father is saying. So lying is inexcusable. Life on earth is important. That's why, you know, how much true parents is providing everything for us. True parents knows, you know, that as fallen human being, even though we are blessed, still a lot of difficulties in our own self, in our own family, still a lot of fallen natures we have, right? That's why we have difficulty of practicing, you know, true parents' words, really living the same way of life like true parents. True parents knows that. That's why true parents are continuously, you know, guiding us. Each one of us, no one is exempted. Everybody, right? Everybody. Whether you are young or old, still, we are on the way, on the process, right? So that's why Father is telling us continuously, guiding us continuously, so that we can be able to, you know, eliminate and really, you know, become closer and closer to the standard of Heavenly Parent and true parents. Aju? That's why Father said, so I tell you, do not live a life of accruing debts. So rather, live a life of clearing up debts. It is not good to incur debts. That's why when we are given responsibility, when we are given mission, we are, given tasks to do, then we have to do it with all our hearts. These are opportunities that was given to us by Heavenly Parent to clear up, right? To clear up, and really, instead of taking, how to give. Giving. So that's why in whatever missions and responsibilities we have, if we do well, then this is already the chance for us to be able to clear up things in our life while we are alive on earth. Aju? Because when we go to the spiritual world, there's no more way. Kaya nga, our only life on earth, this is the only opportunity. That's why sabi ni Father, life on earth is important. When we go to the spiritual world, no more. Very difficult. Of course, still, you need to go back, you need to cooperate if we cannot fulfill. But that is truly, truly very difficult to do. Aju? That's why we are truly grateful to true parents. They have opened all the way. This time, because of true parents' sacrifices and really investment, really offering all their effort and jongsong. Really, our course now became even easier, right? And then even opened the way. Like now, physical world and spiritual world are completely one. Unlike before, right? So we are truly grateful living in this time. Really, this is a golden age. But, living in this time also, we have to continue to really develop and improve ourselves, develop our heart continuously, and truly live a life of high noon. This is what Father is saying. So let's continue to really do our best, right? With True Mother with us this time. Nothing is impossible. We can do anything. Aju, as long as we continue to march forward in unity with our beloved true parents and really with the proper attitude. This is the most important. So Father said, if you take a wrong step after your marriage, you will lose the path eternally. So if you take a wrong step after your marriage, you will lose the path eternally. If you treat your blessed marriage as if it were a secular matter, you will create eternal pain. There may be blessed families who are now captured in a place from which they cannot return, crying out for true parents, shedding tears through the night, thinking of the golden days, the precious time of happiness. They may say that they would do anything to get back on the path. There are women who say, even if the whole world tramples on me on the way, I want to get back to that path. And there are men who say, I will do anything, even going to the most miserable place in the world, if it means I can get back to that path. However, they have already deviated. What is the most serious concern of true parents are us, the blessed central families. So if we take a wrong step after our marriage, sabi ni Father, we will lose the path eternally. Kaya nga, the most serious, of course, we are doing everything before our blessing, preparing well. That's important. But even more important than that, after you receive the blessing, which way to go? What is the next step? So that's why sabi ni Father, when you start family and then you treat your blessed marriage as if it were a secular matter, you will create eternal pain. You will create eternal pain. So sabi ni Father dito, there may be blessed families who are now captured in a place from which they cannot return, crying out for true parents, shedding tears through the night, thinking of the golden days, the precious time of happiness. Truly, it's very painful that we have some blessed families, not only in our country, all over the world. That's why this is the ones that gave tremendous pain to true parents, tremendous pain to our Heavenly Parent. Right? They suffered and sacrificed so much and prepared for the blessing. But after the blessing, because they lost the way, right? They lost the way. They lost the path. That's why continuous guidance. I'm also discussing with my wife this time, how really important, especially blessed families who just started family, yung kakaumpisa lang ng family. How important to help them and really guide them. Someone should really help them and guide them. Sometimes we are thinking after we start family, kala natin, anyway, blessed na tayo. I will just do anything I wanted to do. Right? Otherwise, Satan can come in and, destroy what we have, sacrificed for. That's why it's very important. Continuous guidance is very important. That's why spiritual parents then need to really guide our spiritual children. Not only until they get married or they receive the blessing. We have to continue to guide them and help them, assist them, so that also they can build good families, right? They can really march forward to create that ideal. Aju, that's why it's really, really important so that we can avoid, again, families that, after the blessing, then they have a lot of challenges and difficulties they couldn't overcome. This is the ones that is bringing so much pain to our heavenly parent, to our beloved true parents. Kaya nga, sabi ni Father dito, even though after they lost the blessing, kahit pa sabihin nila na, I will do my best to go back. Sabi ni Father dito, I will do everything. I will suffer even the most miserable situation of the world as long as I can go back. But sabi ni Father, however, they have already deviated. That is the most serious thing that is bringing tremendous pain to our heavenly parent and true parents after a blessed couple, committed some problem and then separated. This is the thing that, we have to really, work on more to really help and guide our blessed families. Starting from, also showing by example in our life. Aju? That's why sabi ni Father, if we take the wrong step after our marriage, after our blessing, we will lose the path eternally. That's why continuous education, continuous guidance is truly, truly important. So with the words of true parents, right? We have to, avoid anymore, especially our core blessed families. We are the ones that are truly the closest, to our beloved true parents. We are their extension. That's why our pain is their pain. The pain of blessed families is the pain of true parents, the pain of our heavenly parent. Aju, that's why that's how important blessed families are to our true parents. As our true parents are our jewel. The same is true. The blessed families, the Chonbo families, we are the jewel of our beloved true parents, right? So that's why we have to continue to, help one another and really help, especially our young couples and young brothers and sisters. So that after the blessing, after we started family, then we can go the right path. Aju? True Father said, to do it, I would have to remake the principle of creation. So true parents consider such blessed families to be the most serious problem they have to confront. True parents' heart is to find the way to forgive them, but there is no way. To do it, I would have to remake the principle of restoration. But doing that would bring a new condition of bitter sorrow that would be very difficult to restore. How lucky we are. Because of true parents' continuous Jongsong, they have really taken full responsibility in behalf of our heavenly parent. That's why, because of true parents' blood, sweat, and tears, and tremendous effort, sacrificing their entire life, when we commit sin, true parents have given us the chance to recover what we have, what we have lost. That's why from Foundation Day, when Chonilguk came, the providence has brought to the next level, but because these words of Father was given long time ago, right? But because of true parents' continuous effort. So now, because of true parents' sacrifice, because of their, giving their, their entire life, shedding sweat, tears, and even blood for all of us, their children, then we receive forgiveness. True parents gave us a special grace so that we can start anew in our life already a few times. Many times through mother, true parents have given us, right? So really how much true parents love each one of us, our blessed families. That's why whatever challenges we are facing this time, let's just continue. Always remember how much heavenly parent, how much true parents have sacrificed for me, how much true parents have invested their life for me to live well as their son, as their daughter. How much true parents wanted to see my family living well. Aju, my children together, our entire 3 generations, later on in the future, our entire family, to live really a life of what really heavenly parent and true parents wanted to see. Aju, that's why how important we are to our true parents. So always remember, we have to always remember this, right? We are the fruit of these sacrifices and tremendous effort of our beloved true parents. That's why we have to really always put that in our mind that we are true parents' extension. We are the embodiment. We are the, the resemblance of our true parents. Aju? So we shouldn't miss this opportunity, especially now in this era of channel group. Aju? Kaya sabi ni True Mother, we have to really become the light of the world. All blessed of families. Can you imagine in our nation, we are distributed in all places. So let's really do our best to really become light in every areas where we are and really give hope to all families, all people in our respective areas. Aju? And then we can really make this nation really a nation that can really be connected to our Heavenly Parent and really be blessed by Heavenly Parent, all blessed family, all families of this nation, and finally of the world. Aju? So Father said, where do blessed families have to go? Those who focus on their own family will fade away. The purpose of my marriage is not to save my family. Blessed families have to go the way that fulfills the mission to restore the nation and the cosmos. As soon as we wake up, we have to vow to fulfill that work. Whenever we shed tears, we do so in order to take responsibility for the work. Our accomplishments in this work are gifts that as parents, we must leave for future history. This is our life philosophy related to the family. So really understanding the path that we have to go through as blessed families, this is very, very important. Sabi ni Father, those who focus on their own family will fade away. That's why we will lose the blessing if we just focus on our own family. That's why our family, we were blessed by true parents in order for us to be able to extend the blessing to others. Aju? That's why true parents gave us this amazing grace of becoming Heavenly Tribal Messiah, right? And then becoming Chonbo families. Then these families are the ones that are willing to sacrifice more than anyone, actually, until the very end of our life. That's why True Mother said it will never end there, becoming a Chonbo family. But the more we have to work harder more than anyone. Aju, we have to sacrifice more than anyone. This is the responsibility that is given with this blessing of becoming Chonbo. Aju, that's why always we have to remember this. Father said our accomplishments in this work are gifts that as parents we must leave for future history. That's why really what is the legacy that we can leave? This is the most serious thing. When we pass on to the spiritual world. Aju, that's why we have to always remember we are blessed families. We are Chonbo families. We are really meant to live and sacrifice more for others more than anyone in this world. Aju? So this is the path we all have to go. So Father said there has to be such a tradition. So there has to be such a tradition. If blessed families cannot go this way, it is a matter of eternal regret. They feel ashamed when they see heaven and earth. They feel ashamed when they see me. They have to be ashamed of themselves and shed tears of repentance without limit. Other than to beg God for pity, they cannot come before God. That's why without fulfilling our responsibility, we cannot go to the spiritual world. Aju, that's why Heavenly Parent and True Parents wanted all of us, to be together, especially when we go to the spiritual world, that True Parents can be proud of us, Heavenly Parent can be proud of us. That's why continuously, True Parents is guiding us, True Mother is guiding us, so that all of us can be victorious. This is the desire of our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. This is our destiny as Basendal families. Our destiny is to really become victorious Chonbo, become treasures of heaven. Aju, so let's really work together and really help one another and really unite completely with our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Aju, and really become victorious children of Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and really we can live only the legacy of true love and really victory to our descendants. Aju, this is really the path for all of us, the Central families, Chonbo families, and all brothers and sisters who knows True Parents. And through us, starting from our own families, and then we expand to our tribe, and then eventually to our nation, and then to the world. Aju, so let's really become the families that are truly the hope of our nation and the hope of the world. Let's really all become victorious. Aju, and really bring joy and happiness to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So with this, let us again offer our gratitude to Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So thank you very much once again, all our beloved brothers and sisters. May Heavenly Parents' love and blessings always be upon you and your families. Please stay safe and healthy. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Sir LA, for your heartfelt and inspiring message. Truly, we are inspired from our true parents' words. Love starts in the family. We can experience Heavenly Parents' love when a family is united. Parents and children are united to give and take with true love. As blessed families and to our brothers and sisters, we need to follow true parents' tradition and make more effort in our portion of responsibility while we are still here in this physical world. That's why we are grateful that we are still here in this movement with our beloved true mother, and let's work hard. So, yes, thank you so much once again to Sir LA for the internal guidance. Let us give him a virtual round of applause. Thank you so much. So, let us now proceed to the reflection. So, the first person to share her reflection is a blessed family, and let us welcome Ate Marcelina Kinlob.
Thank you, Ate Charmaine. Can you hear me?
Yes po.
Okay. So, Happy New Year to everyone. So, my reflection is how to become a precious children of God, of heavenly parents and true parents. So to become a chunbo, we have to practice the word of true mother. Become the light of the world. How? Let us check our everyday life by checking our accomplishment. If we are aligned, our daily activities is aligned with our true parents' will. Did we, the number one is, did we fulfill our responsibility as the son and daughters of heavenly parent? Number two, did we fulfill our responsibility as good husband and wife? Number three, did we fulfill our responsibility as good parents to our children, good neighbors to our neighborhood, our community, or good parents to our tribe? So let us check that one every day in our life. So we must become the light of the world by practicing all these things. Become the light of the world is not easy. Wherever we go, we should carry that light. What is that light? The divine principle that we know. Since we were become unificationist, since we become a blessed couple, we have the great responsibility to tackle. So we should check all these things. If all these things are aligned with the true parents' will, or following the streamline of our true parents, our true mother, especially at this time, the Chun Ilgok era, to become a chunbo and victorious children of true parents. So let us also check if we forgive our enemies. So forgive our brothers and sisters who have been who we uttered sometimes not good words. So we should reflect and we should ask forgiveness. Do not wait for 3 hours to solve it. But as long as it is, if possible, we will solve it by 3 minutes. So we should say sorry and then embrace and become good brothers and sisters again. So we cannot deny that we have, sometimes we can say worse things that can hurt others, especially to our brothers and sisters. So also at this time, we are now in the area of taking care of our tribe. So it's very painful also to, or very today's difficult also to take care of the people who has characters from different personality, from different walks of life. So to become the light of the world, we should become flexible. We should embrace and become elastic. We should embrace all kinds of character. That's the great teaching of our true parents. It's not so easy, but we will do. We will try our very best to do it for the sake of the world, for the sake of humanity, and for the sake of heavenly parents. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ate Marcelina, for your heartfelt reflection. Yes, we are truly inspired by your reflection. Thank you so much, Ate. And the next person to give her reflection is, how should I explain? Yes, so she is the president of Women's Federation and also my beloved, beautiful mother. So let us welcome Miss Almera Grace Mayo.
Wow, thank you very much, Charmaine. First of all, would like to say good morning to all. Happy New Year. Actually, many things to reflect from the message that we received this morning. But I would like to give reflection. As what True Father said, a record will be kept of what you do. A record will be kept of what you do. While listening to our national leader, Reverend Halo, I'm thinking what we have done before we receive the blessing and after receiving the blessing. Because Father asked, how many hours did we engage in activities? And this will be recorded, what and how long we invested. Actually, while listening this message, we know that we have so many elders that we invest and sacrifice, set aside everything because we want to work in the front line. And we know that all these things are recorded. And how about after we received the blessing? Now that we are living the most important era together with our beloved true mother, what kind of records that we prepare? Especially it is also read in the true father said that if we will go to the spirit world, they will check our record. But if the record here in the physical world is different to a record in the spirit world, and that's a big problem. So I'm reflecting now we have all this opportunity that we can make a good record because we live in the same time with our beloved true mother, the only begotten daughter. So every single day, every year for us towards Vision 2027, I think this is really a great opportunity that we can fix our bad record in the past and we can make a good record for this 7 years towards Vision 2027. And that's my reflection while listening to our national leader, that every single day, every activities that we need to participate, like in Rally of Hope, how many people that we invite on the rally? How many couples in our HTM that we educate? And we know from the message that everything's recorded in the spirit world. So for me, as what I have said, if we have no record in the past, now we can make a perfect record, excellent, grade, because everything, we are guided through this platform, Honduke, National Honduke. If we have time also, we can listen to the message from our former Continental Director, Dr. Yong, and also we can offer a Jungso Foundation. So we cannot question what will we do because everything very clear the direction. That's why for me, this morning, I'm really amazed with the message that now we know this, we can read this, that everything's recorded 100% from Father's message during the peace message. And now we are reminding again to all brothers and sisters this morning, now this is our chance to make a good record. And Father said, how many hours did we engage in activities? How many hours did we give time? How many hours that we educate our couples, our HTM couples, or witnessing? As Father said, this will be recorded what and how long we invested. What and how long we invested. Because of course, as what I have said, in the past, our elders become full-time for how many years? And then they receive the blessing, they receive their partner. But how about this time, after receiving the blessing? How about to become chunbo couples? How to become victors, challengers? Did we invest also to become chunbo couple? So Father asked how long we invested, or with what kind of grace our couple live in the Unification Church. So I think this is a very timely that now this morning, again, before we celebrate the Heavenly Parents' Day, it's coming February 1st, is of course we celebrate the New Year's Day last January 1, but we know that we are now celebrating our Heavenly Parents' Day, especially this coming February 1. So I think for me, it's a very good condition for us for this remaining days before February 1 to set our goals, our commitment, what we can do for this year 2022 towards Vision 2027. So thank you very much for this precious message that we received this morning from our beloved true Father, true to our national leader. And we're grateful. We are grateful, especially the Women's Federation for Peace were able to visit and give our simple ayuda in Surigao. And actual that we saw all these thousands, hundreds of families that all their houses really devastated of Typhoon Odette. And wow, though it's small, ayuda, but I think we're able to give joy to the people, especially if our van stopped in that certain place and then you can see many people running, they're longing because they said they have no more food. But in connection with our topic or message this morning, though it is a small, offering, but I think it's already included in our record that even it's very far place, but we're able to bring this, hundreds of kilos of rice and cans that we can, show our love for these people. So to all brothers and sisters, it's not yet too late. We can make a good record through participating all the activities. So whatever mission that we have, especially as a Blessed All family, to become Chonbo, and also, to raise more, as what our national leader, spiritual children. So we need to witness more, and so that we can participate and we can make record, because all these things recorded in the spirit world. So we need that, yung pantay. If you have very good record in the physical world, so we need to see to it na pareho din, the same sa spirit world. So once again, Happy New Year and good morning to all.
Thank you so much, Mama, for the good reflection. Yes, thank you so much. And yes, we are, we are watched by the spirit world, and there are records in the spirit world. So that's why we need to make more effort, and let's work hard for Vision 2027. So yes, thank you so much once again to Ms. Almera Grace Mayo for an inspiring and heartfelt reflection. So yes, so now let us proceed to the news and announcement from HQ.
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcements. To spread the peace movement beyond the national level to the world, the IHQ is establishing a unification fund for a heavily unified Korea. The support of all blessed families and peace-loving citizens from all over the world is being requested. For blessed families and members, per family or individual and even single members, at least $20, and for peace associates, at least $20. In this, we highly encourage all blessed families and members, our close VIPs and HTM members in the Philippines to join our beloved True Mother in this great endeavor. The deadline for making donations is February 13, 2022. For those who can donate more than $1,000 to the Unification Fund, a heavily unified Korea 14-karat gold medallion will be presented as a commemorative gift. You may send your precious donations to the following bank accounts. For dollar donation, you can send it to our BPI dollar account. And for peso donation, you can send it to our PNB peso account. Next, in celebration of our beloved True Parents' birthday, the International Headquarters is requesting a special donation to commemorate the 9th anniversary of Foundation Day, as well as the other major events, such as the World Summit 2022. All leaders, blessed families, and members are requested their support through this donation. For blessed families, at least $25, and for single adults, at least $10. The deadline of donation is until February 6, 2022. You can send your press donation to the following bank account. We have BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. Please send a copy of the transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. Next, in celebration of the Week of Prayer for Christian Unity 2022, with the theme, We Saw the Star in the East and We Came to Worship Him. We will be having the third PCLC Online Fellowship on January 25th, 2022 from at 2 p.m. Manila time. The fellowship will provide opportunities for feedback, discussion, and sharing from participants. You can register by scanning the QR code on your screen or asking the registration link to your local regional leaders. Next, the next Chonbo Leaders School schedule with Professor Gill, Session 5 will be on January 29, 2022 at 8 p.m. Manila time. For queries, kindly contact Ms. Crystal Parason. Next, the 8th batch of the 12 Yojong Leadership Training Program will begin on January 25th, 2022. All Chonbo families are encouraged to send participants. There is a registration fee of 300 pesos. For more information, please contact Ms. Mary Rose Tormes or Ms. Jennifer Quasito under Messenger. And for your tithes and donations, you may send it to your local church bank account. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, HQ, for the news and announcements. So now let us proceed to the closing prayer, which will be led by Kuya Jesse Kinlob.
Let us pray. Our most high and loving creator of the creation of all creation, thank you so much for this blessing, for this beautiful morning, and good morning also to our victorious true parents, our true father who are now in heaven. We are so grateful and thankful, simply parents and true parents, for this beautiful morning that we hear the message from our national leader. We pray, Heavenly Parents, for the health and the strength of our true mother, who are now in the made us to be of his her mission, Heavenly Parents, to unite Korean Peninsula. We hope and pray that we could really help our true mother's work, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for all the blessing, the protection to all of us, especially to our true mother. We know, Heavenly Parents, that we are not really fulfill our 5 portion of responsibility as our mission here on earth, Heavenly Parents, but still you bless us and you love us, Heavenly Parents, and we are so also grateful to our leader, our national leader, that he devoted his whole life, Heavenly Parents, to guiding us, especially to blessed couples, the youth, and the Chunbo couple, Heavenly Parents. We are so proud that we have our energetic national leader who really guiding us, Heavenly Parents, and we hope that he really bring us, Heavenly Parents, to our fulfilling in our mission also, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much, and we pray for our brothers and sisters who are now in the spirit world also, Heavenly Parents, that they could help also in our mission here on earth, and our ancestors, that we pray, Heavenly Parents, that they could also protect us. They could help also in guiding us, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much. All this I am praying in my name, Jesus Kinlob and Marcelina Kinlob. Bless family member. Adjo, adjo.
Adieu. Let us have our year. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Yes, good morning to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning to our leaders and brothers and sisters. I hope you have a great day, and please take care of yourself. Stay strong, stay healthy, and wish you guys all the best. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good
Morning, everyone.
Have a nice day.
Good morning, Mother and
Good
everyone.
morning. Maymay, Nini.
Eroy, may buntag. May buntag.
Maraming salamat. Ngayong aga.
Thank you so much. Buntag. Bye-bye. Good morning.
Morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eden.
Region 10.
Maing buntag, Kuya John. Umawan. Pagkuda daw yan.
Kapsamnida. Our leader.
Maing buntag, Region 10.
Sinabi niya.
Maing buntag, Kamageti.
Good morning. Salamat. God bless us all.
Hindi na, kamot nga.
Morning, Elias.
Good morning. God bless us all.
Buenos dias.